Hey guys, it's Josh, Stoney Ridge Farmer. Welcome to the farm vlog this morning. We are here with Danny from Creekside Mulching out of what town?
Saxapahaw, North Carolina.
Saxapahaw. You live down in Hippie Town, huh?
That's right.
He lives down in Hippie Town, Saxapahaw. Say hey to my buddy Dave if you're on there watching. He lives down in Saxapahaw.
Hey Dave.
So guys, we have a forestry mulcher here behind us. Tell me about the machine. Tell me about what you do. What do you do for a living?
So these machines with the forestry mulching, they'll come in and take out all your unwanted brush and trees that you don't want. All your larger oak trees, hickories, your keeper trees, it doesn't disturb the roots, so it takes everything flush to the ground, leaving a park-like appearance.
What we've got to do down on the side of the farm here, down on the Creekside forestry mulching, we've got to clean up, okay? There's a lot of scraggly old trees, just a big mess of briars and brush and brambles and all sorts of stuff. Cedar trees that are just undesirable, things that are growing just like this. And this guy is the solution to that problem. So instead of going in there with a chainsaw and spending, I don't know, 3 weeks, 4 weeks going in there, dangerous. Now I say dangerous, but it doesn't make me any less of a man that I don't want to cut my leg cutting saplings this big when I can hire this guy to come in, do all the work, and I'll come back in and dress it up later. So come on along with us, guys. We'll show you this machine. We'll take you down. We'll show you the project, the before, the after, and at the end of the video, we'll talk about the cost and everything. We'll just lay it all out for you. So come with us. We'll have some fun today. Woo!
Stoney Ridge, farm, Stoney Ridge. Stoney Ridge Farm. Woo!
So guys, if you live in the North Carolina, Virginia, what areas do you serve?
Pretty much all of North Carolina and then the southern part of Virginia and upstate South Carolina.
So he's all over this Piedmont area, I guess you'd call it the Piedmont area.
Yeah.
Up in the mountains of North Carolina, Virginia, South Carolina. How many acres can you clear in a day? So say somebody has a big old brush pile or an area that's really overgrown. They haven't maintained it, they haven't mowed it for 6 or 7 years. How many acres can you clear?
So typically with these machines, around 100, 120 horsepower, you can clear an acre in a day, averaging 6 to 8 inches.
Okay.
If you get in smaller material, say 2 to 3 inch, you can get up to 4 acres in an 8-hour day cutting time.
Now we're kind of pushing you to the limit today on what he can get done. Basically he charges by the day, he gets in there, and I'm taking up his time right now, which is probably not very smart on my part. We've also got some trees up here in the middle of the field I'm gonna have him take out, so I'll show you that first. We'll let him get to work on this machine. I guess this cab is bulletproof. It looks like the glass on it is like this thick. This mulching head, let's take you down and show you that real quick before he gets it fired up. So tell me about this mulching head.
So I always run the carbide tips for the past 8.5 years. They can withstand the rock and dirt a little bit more than the knife tips.
Okay.
And they'll handle easily hardwoods 8-9 inch, pines all the way up to 14 inch.
Nice. So this apparatus here spins at a really high rate of speed. This is a high flow hydraulic machine, and basically anything you can get up and push, you can get up and cut. I'm gonna let you get to work, man. So
All right, thanks, man.
Now guys, I've already given this guy clearance. If he needs to pee anywhere on the farm, he can pee anywhere on the farm. It's pretty nice of me. He can put some fertilizer down. I like to say I'm pretty excited about this. We got to get him across the road over here, so I'm going to take the camera over and we'll get him across the road. So folks, the first thing I'm going to have him do here is I'm going to have him take out these trees right here. And if you look, there are like little cedar trees all through the land, and they're anywhere from this size to this size. And I need him to just knock them down, grind the stumps down so that I can mow this field. It's a lot easier to have him come out and grind those stumps down flat so that I can just continue to mow and not worry about hitting the stump. He'll grind them down flush with the ground and I won't have to worry about it. I'll just be able to mow hay and I'll be able to mow the field. He's busting his butt right here, getting busy. We're gonna take out all these trees. That's the first step in this process. Then we'll go over there and we'll start working on the creek side. So the thought process is here, this fella is doing somewhere in the neighborhood of 2 weeks worth of work for me in one day. It is absolutely well worth the cost. We'll talk more about the cost when we get done here. So what he's doing right now is grinding that stump all the way down to the ground so that I can mow. I told him to set this up where I could go ahead and bush hog and not have to worry about catching a stump. So it's early in the morning, about 7:30, and we'll follow him basically the rest of the day today and show you what he's doing. I got to get the drone repaired. I ran into the flagpole with the drone, so hopefully I can get that repaired by the end of the day and we'll get some good drone footage of him working, and I can get in really, really close to that mulching head. I think it's really awesome to watch this stuff. So if you think this is cool, if you're enjoying yourself, click that like button, click that subscribe button. If you're not already subscribed to the channel here, watch our farm grow. Watch us make something beautiful out of an old piece of scraggly land. So it's been about half a day now. We're at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and he's back here doing a very good job. You can see him kind of right there. He's just chopping away. I want to throw the drone up in the air and get you some really good footage of this forestry mulcher in action.
It's a call
folks, this is what we're talking about. Look at this tree right here. It's just growed up and all twisted around, and all back in behind me is all that brush that I was telling you about. If you look back through there, you just can't see how open it is. Now, you're gonna see what this looks like after it's done. Here's what it looks like after. Super duper amazing job. Look at this. Look back in here. All that trash, all that mess is gone. Super duper awesome job, guys. Let's go over the other side. And then there's this area. Here it is. Here's the after. Look at that. So the next step in this process is I'm going to go over this with some ryegrass. I'm going to seed this entire area, and I'm also going to go over it with a couple different types of clover. So we'll just have a haven for deer down here. And we left all the dogwood trees. Check it out. Those ribbons are all on dogwood trees. So we left every dogwood tree we could possibly leave, so they'll flower out a beautiful white flower in the springtime. Now we need to get some clover down here, so we'll have some flowers basically all year long, right down through here. And the house is right up there on the hill. How beautiful. Now you might wonder, you know, aren't farmers supposed to be utilitarian? The utility of this is that I'll be able to see across over my field. So my house is right here, and I can see out and see the land. And the utility part of it is I want to live in a beautiful place. I've studied a place called the Biltmore Estate in Asheville, North Carolina, and I've also studied Central Park and several other parks. And I want this place to not only be a farm, but I want it to be a beautiful place. I want it to be a park-like setting. I want it to be a wonderful, green, natural, clean farm, which isn't often the reality of most farms. Most farms are kind of messy, sloppy, mud everywhere. We want to think about that. So since we're taking bare land that had timber on it and we're clearing bare land, we're just making a blank slate, a clean canvas that I can paint any sort of picture on that I want. And I want my farm to be beautiful, and I've got to start it right and I've got to finish it right. So all these trees, all these briars, all this mess is turned into this awesome stuff. I'll take you down here and show you. Organic mulch material, just like that. And that organic mulch material is going to provide some organic matter to go over the ground here, and we're going to get some grass seed on it just as soon as possible. It actually took 2 days to accomplish all that I wanted to get accomplished, so it's going to be a bit of a pricey ticket. It's going to be about $3,000 for 2 days worth of work. That's 2 8-hour days. He did a bang up job. Everything looks very, very good. I hope you guys enjoyed watching him work. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the results of everything that's down there. It's going to be a very beautiful place, and now we can see across our creek bottoms, and when we drive down the road, we're not so ashamed of looking out onto our land and seeing all that overgrown mess. So thanks a lot for joining me here on the Stoney Ridge Farm. If this is your first time to the channel, please click that like button. Leave me some comments if you have any questions or anything like that, or if you have any comments about what's going on here. And please subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and click that little bell down there. It'll tell you when I post a new video. Thanks a lot for coming, guys, and I hope you learned a little something and you got to see something pretty cool. All right, we'll see you next time. Woo!
Well, come on down to the Stoney Ridge. Bring your wife and bring your kids. We're living life pure and sweet. That's the way it's supposed to be, Stoney Ridge. Woo!